Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Be Lucky Weekend podcast. It's Thursday. That means we've had decorations for Saturday. It looks like a fantastic day of National Hunt racing. My name is Daryl Carter, and if you want more of my tips on Saturday, head to the Patreon, www.patreon.com/Daryl Carter Racing. We're going to speak about 3 races today. We're going to speak about that Yorkshire Hurdle. We're going to speak about that Down Royal Champion Chase. And we're going to talk about the Charlie Hall. 3 big races across the weekend. And I can't wait to get stuck in. If you've got any thoughts, if you've got your own tips, put them down below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. But without further ado, let's talk racing, shall we? Let's kick off at Wetherby at 2:22. The Grade 2 Bet365 Yorkshire Hurdle, formerly known as the West Yorkshire Hurdle. Strong leader heads the market, currently 13-8. Potter's Charm, 9-4. Take No Chances, 5-1. Winter Fog, 15-2. Doddy the Great, 12-1. Small field for this renewal, which was won last year by Beacon Edge and Gordon Elliott, Botox Taz the year before. Now, someone tell me why on earth Strong Leader is such a backable price at 13-8. I thought he should have been a shade of odds on. He's got a good record on flat tracks, which Wetherby is. He's got a great record on genuine good ground. And he's got a good seasonal return record. Sean Bowen is the man of the moment. Ollie Murphy, the man of the moment. This is much, much easier than some of the races he was contesting last year. I just think he is probably a very, very good bet at any 11-10 or bigger. Behind Hidden Valley Lake at Aintree in a Grade 1 at the back end of last season. That's easily the best form on offer, isn't it? He takes on Potter's Charm, who is always overbet, this horse. I don't know what it is about this horse, but people love this horse, and he's always overbet. The traders seem to absolutely adore him. Putting him in at 9-4 is just absolutely crazy to me. Now, he might have looked good at the start of last season in novice company, but what was he beating? He wasn't beating anything. He wasn't beating anything to say he could run above 143. They've got him in on a mark of 145. He's only getting £3 off Strong Leader. Like, the Twiston Davies team, they overhype horses so much. The market believes them as well. I just cannot believe Potter's Charm is as short as 9-4. That's the biggest price for him, 9-4. Jesus Christ, take no chances. For the Skelton, should be second favourite in my opinion. Stays the trip absolutely fine. Has had a spin under her belt. Rated 145, but does get £7 from a Strong Leader. Pushing that rating up to 152, so only £5 to find really on official ratings should they run to their levels. But take no chances, could have a bit more improvement to come in her. 5-1 looks like a good price. I'd like to see what that price is in the without market, because if you take Strong Leader out and just say he does bomb out, surely there's no chance that Potter's Charm wins this race. Surely there's no chance that Potter's Charm wins this race. 9-4 is scandalous price. Winter Fog for Willie Mullins, the 11-year-old, still got a bit of stamina to prove for me at this age. 15-2, and Doddy the Great, a real good servant for Nicky Henderson, but I think it's got an uphill task here at 12-1. So Strong Leader for me, as you can tell. I will look to place lay Potter's Charm. I mean, I think there's a couple of bets in this race. I really do. I think you could go reverse forecast, take no chance of Strong Leader. I think you can place lay Potter's Charm. I think you can back Strong Leader to win. That's how I see the race. Let me know your thoughts below on how you see it. Right, quickly following the Yorkshire Hurdle, we have the Down Royal Champion Chase at 2:40 at Down Royal. Envoy Allen loves Down Royal. Absolutely loves Down Royal. Winner of the race in 2024, winner of the race in 2022. And just nabbed by Jerry Colomb last year in 2023. So, Envoy Allen, top of the market, best price 2-1. Spillans Tower, best price 5-2. Founder 50, going up in trip 11-2. Western Fold, picking up good races over the summer. Looked progressive, but may just find this too deep. This Grade 1. 13-2, Affordable Fury. 14-1, Stellar Story. He's had a couple of entries. Decides to take out this one. 14-1, Flash Collage, 250-1. Now, the thing with Envoy Allen is that when he's been contesting this race, it's been very, very slowly run. It's almost turned into a bit of a dash, which has suited him because he is not really a dour stayer at 3 miles, more of a 2.5 mile horse. Last year, he had a quicker turn of foot than the likes of Hewitt and Jerry Colomb. Proper stayers. You remember Hewitt needed every yard in the King George to win that year. The year before, Jerry Colomb just managed to do him, was just a bit more prominent than Envoy Allen was. And the year before that, Envoy Allen just outsped Ken Boy and Conflated. And I don't think he was running against speedy horses. And I think this time around, we've got Spillane Tower, who's won over 2 miles, can win over 2.5, has got a bright turn of foot. Founder 50, who's stepping up a trip, has got that turn of foot. So I'm not sure where the edge for Envoy Allen lies now, because it's definitely not going to be in a stamina test. And it's probably not going to be in a speed test either. He's an 11-year-old. I think I'll take him on here. I think Spillane Tower's the one to be with. I think he ended last season in a bit of a lull, but I think they're 2 excusable performances. And I think there's much more to come from this 7-year-old. I don't think we've seen the best of him. He was brilliant in the John Durkin on his seasonal return last year, just touched off by Factor File. That's the best form in the race. 3 miles, absolutely no issues for him. Real excuse at Kempton, okay? He didn't travel. He lost a lot of condition on the way over. It's proven that he does not travel well. So I think fresh, they've had a good run with him. This is the target, early season target, grade 1 prize. I think this is Spillane Towers for the taking. Found 50, got a bit to prove on the stamina front. But I do think he'll run well. And Western Fold, like I say, I think now he's just stepping into deep waters. There was a very interesting comment from Gordon Elliott about this horse, Western Fold. I just noticed it. Danny Gilligan was riding, was put on him when he was entered to run the other week in the same race as Jack Kennedy was going to ride one of Gordon Elliott's, like he is here today. And Gordon said, I was going to put Jack on, but Jack's got other horses to ride when they come out. And therefore, Danny Gilligan will be riding. Danny Gilligan is subsequently on Stellar Story, leaving Sam Ewing to ride Western Fold of the Gordon Elliott trio in this race. So I just think that those comments just say to me, yeah, look, he's done really, really well, but he's not quite at the winter National Hunt horse level. So I can't have Western Fold. I think he'll be a drifter in the market. Spillane Tower for me. Moving on. Charlie Hall, 257. Comes within the hour, these 3 races, which is brilliant. Charlie Hall, grade 2 chase. Protectorate heads to market. Best price 5-2. Hewitt 7-2. Pick Dorhe 4-1. DeGello 5-1. The Real Whacker, last year's winner, gets cheek pieces for the first time. Why? 7-1. Garlaw 20-1. That annoys me about the Real Whacker, because he's gone through the same preparation as last year, where he had a spin over hurdles, then came here, won really, really well. Why have you now stuck cheap pieces on him? You put headgear on him before and he pulled up. Why are you now tinkering with a winning formula? Just follow the same formula as last year, but Patrick Neville for you. Pick Dory's going to prove he stays this trip. The good ground will definitely help him out. I do worry about his stamina. I do worry about his stamina. I said earlier in the week on the midweek show, in the Antipode show, that I do worry about his stamina. And when he was over 2 mile 5 on a proper run race, he was walking over the line. Maybe this is a step too far. He's always been really well placed by Paul Nicholls. Harry Cobden, brilliant rider, but just worry about the stamina. Hewitt will probably get left behind at this track, in my opinion. He's going to be held up at the back of the field, like Gavin Sheehan does on every single horse. He allows races to unfold in front of him and just tries to pick up the pieces. That will be the plan with Hewitt, no doubt. Great horse. Great horse, Hewitt. But the layout of the fences at Wetherby on this flat track, which is quite a speedy track, I think will just catch him out, especially coming down the home straight. But you never know with Hewitt. He could go well, a 10-year-old. Protectorate's at the top of the market. Looks like a bit of a good thing, but you're going to get 2 performances from this Protectorate. It's either going to be pulled up or he's going to absolutely hack up, I think. He is a weird horse on a seasonal return. I used to rely on him quite strongly on a seasonal return until I was at Haydock in the Betfair Chase, and he just looked awful and he just ran really bad. Now, no doubt Harry Skelton has targeted this prize for him, but he did say in a column earlier this week that he won't lack for fitness, but he will come on for the run. And I hate those comments. I hate hearing that sort of thing, especially about a favourite for a good race. The horse I want to be with here is Jello for Venetia Williams. Now, I said midweek as well, and I don't mind saying this really, because, you know, I think you've got to be honest, and I don't really enjoy Charlie Deutsch in the saddle. I don't think he's going to throw one. I don't think you want him in a battle. I don't think he's going to throw one at the last fence. But Jello does look flat track. He's got a great record fresh. He's an early season horse. He's a 7-year-old. He's on the upgrade. Could still be lots more to come from him over this sort of trip. I think this track will really suit him. Nice flat, big galloping track, but also tight enough for it to be, favour nippier horses. I think there's loads in his favour, really. I just hope Charlie Deutsch can get the job done and doesn't leave his race by easing down into the final hurdle, into the final flight, and allowing a horse to overjump him and then get momentum on him. I really want to see Deutsch throwing a horse at the fence, but look, that sort of thing's out of your control. And I do think there's a bit of value in Jello to reverse form from last year with Protectorate at Windsor. We'll see. I think there's going to be a good bit of pace on here. I think Pick Dory will go forward. I think the Real Whacker will go forward. I think Protectorate will go forward. Garlaw is one we should touch on as well. He's got a good record on genuine good ground, and he wasn't disgraced at the back end of last season running third to Gaelic Warrior. I don't think he's entirely out of it. I really don't think Garlaw at 20-1 is entirely out of it at all. But I just favour Jello. I just think the younger horse in this race, I think you've got to go back to something like 2019 and Ballyoptic for the last horse older than 8 to win this. So, look, I just think it's set up for Jello. I think Venetia Williams, obviously the 1st of November, a good record fresh, target the race. Yeah, I think there's loads in Jello's favour. A cracking weekend of racing, guys. If you want all of my tips for Saturday, please come over to the Patreon page. At the moment, the chat rooms are open to everybody. Free members, they're open to free members up until next week. I just want you to come in and see the community that we've got. So join as a free member. If you want the tips, upgrade, £26 a month, www.patreon.com/Daryl Carter Racing. Guys, it is a big, big weekend. I cannot wait. And I've got a 14-1 nap for Saturday. So, whatever you're doing, until next time, be lucky. Go on!